What's up, VC? Long time no see. Jimmy here. Geez, I think it's been several months since I last did a video. So I apologize for that, but there's been a lot going on, a lot on my plate in my life, and I just haven't really had the time or motivation to kind of do it. But I am back in the saddle here. So, hello. Anyways, have I been purchasing vinyl lately? Yes, I still have. I am going through something with work. The company I worked for filed Chapter 7, so I've been looking for work for a little while now. So that kind of played a part. Have I been buying vinyl still? Yes, but not nearly as much as I was. However, over the last several months, I've been on a little bit of a post-punk vinyl kick. Probably post-punk, late 70s, early 80s era. So I have some of that to show you, and I do apologize if I show you any duplicates because I don't really remember what I've showed in the past because it's been so long. But anyways, what's playing in the background is this. This is the Residents' first LP called Meet the Residents. And I'm not sure if you can tell, but it is a first press from 1974. This is a mono first press. This is the original intended version. This is the long version. So this is the one you want if you're a Residents fan. There was only 1,000 of these pressed, and basically the story goes like this. They pressed 1,000 of these, but they threw away a lot of them. And the reason for that is they were so poorly pressed back in 1974 that a bunch were just unplayable. They weren't even playable, you know, due to massive warpage. You know, this press suffered from a little bit of surface noise as well, but really it was the massive warpage that didn't allow you to even play it. So I don't know how many were thrown away. I heard it was in the hundreds. Maybe 700 of these exist now, and in this condition I was really, you know, I'm happy to own it in this condition. So unfortunately I'm out of a job, so this is something I am selling, regretfully selling. So if any of you are interested, reach out to me. But I have it posted as well online. So this is a great condition too. What is this, 50 years old? And the sleeve is in VG+++ shape. I mean, there's like no ring wear. Look at the black on that. The corners are fairly sharp. There's no splotches on the back. It's very clean. There's no writing. So many of these suffered to abuse. And it's a 50 years old. So yeah, you're gonna have, you know, you're gonna have damage. I mean, some would call this a near mint minus sleeve. So I'm a hard grader, so VG+++. But if you're a collector and you're a Residents fan, this is what you want, and this is the condition you want it in. And I'm playing it in the background as we speak. So there you go. Next up is a guy I really love named Zamudo. And this is actually his solo work. He's one half of the band The Books. So if you're into electronic music and electronic pop, you will know The Books. And this is actually his self-titled album called Zamudo. These are all the same. God, I love this part. Anyways, this is all the same album, and I loved it so much that I had to get every variation of it. So you have, this is what the cover looks like inside. Zamudo self-titled, the back. God, I love the cover. And this is a rare screen printed version that Zamudo did. And you got the zebra butt and the zebra face right there. And this is basically, there's a song called Zebra Butt on here, so that's what this is a play on. This is numbered 54 out of 500. You can see in the bottom. And I believe Zamudo signed it as well. And then this is the last variation, another screen printed overlay. And what's cool about this is it contains, Zamudo created these like these lock grooves that you can create yourself on the vinyl. So you just you cut it out, and then you slip it over the spindle, and then you mark the dead wax where he says to mark it, and it'll make this really cool beat in a lock groove at the end of the dead wax. So cool that he did that, and that he's innovated like that. But if you like electronic pop, in aggressive electronic pop, this is a great album, better than any Books album out there. So you've got to check out Zemuto's first LP. Next up is, I'm going to be skipping around here, so sorry for that. This is Mike Viola from the Candy Butchers. This is Just Before Dark, and this is his solo acoustic work. It's a live album, but you would never know it. It's just really cool. There's only 500 of these out there, so this is actually hard to find. I was really excited to get this in the shrink. Next up is another Ralph Records band. Ralph Records was started by the Residents, and this is the band called Yellow. I love the cover on this. This is their first LP, and this is the band that wrote the song "Oh Yeah" from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. But "Oh Yeah" is not on this album. This is their best right here. This is aggressive electro punk pop, and it's really messed up. If you like unique stuff that has like a playability factor, this album by Yellow, what is it called? Solid Pleasure, is the one you want. Next up is a band I got turned on by through Guided by Voices. This is a Columbus, Ohio band called Mike Rep and the Quotas. And this is just good lo-fi pop rock from the 70s and 80s. There's a mix of that on here. And for those of you who like Guided by Voices and have an original Propeller album, Mike Rep is who this is. His real name's Hummel, Mike Hummel. But Mike Rep is in the Dead Wax. He's the one that lovingly fucked with the production on Propeller. So he's worked a lot with Robert Pollard and Guided by Voices. So if you like Guided by Voices, I think you'll like some of this. Great album. I love the French. It's got like a French, photo on the front. It's really cool. Next up, some more lo-fi. This is Truman's Water. This is my favorite from Truman's Water, called Spasm Smash XOXOXOXXXXO. And this is a double album from Truman's. I want to say it's from '93. Yep, '93. If you like angular, lo-fi, heavy Pavement, it's heavier than Pavement, but it's angular, like original Pavement, like Westing Pavement. Mix in a little Thinking Fellers Union, throw in a little Butthole Surfers. I mean, you get the picture. But Truman's Water is great. This is a great album. Good stuff here. Kind of like Jesus Lizard, a little bit of that, if you like that heaviness. More power pop. Brendan Benson. He's the other half of the Raconteurs with Jack White. He's the pop half. So, and I like the pop half. This is a great album. Great power pop album. Next up is the Trilogy, the Beta Band's 3 EPs, which I'll show you here. These are the represses, the Record Store Day represses from 2013. But you can see they're all here. This is the one with Dry the Rain. And that's actually not my favorite song from them. I actually like these two better. I like the Patty Sound the best out of these three. But Beta Band, really good stuff, very innovative. Kind of triggered, they kind of got Radiohead to from what I understand, they got Radiohead, to create Kid A. That's where Kid A kind of came from, was from the Beta Band. And they actually toured together during this tour, Hot Shots tour. And Tom York was so smitten with the originality of these EPs that I just showed you, that he wanted to kind of top it. Kind of like what Brian Wilson did with Smile. He heard you know, Revolver, and Revolver, McCartney heard Pet Sounds and wanted to top that, so they did it with Revolver, and then Brian Wilson heard Revolver and he wanted to top that with Smile, and then you know, and then there was Sgt. Pepper, so it just goes on and on. It's kind of like a friendly competition, but there you go, Hot Shots by the Beta Band. This is kind of their more chilled out effort, but still great. God, this is such a great album. If you don't have any, if you're listening to this and you don't know who the Residents are, after this video, go check out the Residents, listen to Meet the Residents, their first LP. It's so original, and you will wonder where this band's been your whole life. I love the early stuff from them. So anything from the 70s and you know, 1980. After that, I really didn't listen to a whole lot of it, but all the stuff up to the commercial album I loved. Next is something that just came in. This is the Drums Portamento, and I'll tell you, if you like Joy Division, this is right up your alley. Nice, obviously they're into Joy Division and early New Order, and you can really hear it with this. So, pretty good stuff. I enjoy it. Next up is a duo of albums from Jeremy Ednick. I hope I pronounced that right. He's the lead singer, the former lead singer of Sunny Day Real Estate. I like Sunny Day, but I actually like his solo stuff better. And this is his 2009 album called OK Bear, or in this case, this is the original press. So this is Valle Oso. This is the LP that he made in Spain. So hence Valle Oso, but it's called OK Bear in the States. This is the 2009 first press. I love this album, and I was listening to this album earlier today, and track 12, Saint Feliu de Joie, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, track 12, check that out. I swear I was in tears. I was bawling, and I'll show you the proof. I've got the tissues here. I threw away the used tissue, but I was literally bawling. The lyrics alone had me going, and then of course you throw in the waltzy music a la Copeland. If you like Copeland, the song kind of sounds like something Copeland would do, but just the cry factor is just there, and it was a happy cry, but it really makes you think. So, but this whole album is great, so check it out. And then of course my favorite Jeremy Ednick album is this, of course, Return of the Frog King. What's not to love about this? This is a masterpiece, an absolute masterpiece. 1996, by the way, that album came out. Next, another lo-fi band. I love the Tall Dwarfs. Who doesn't like the Tall Dwarfs? From New Zealand. I don't know if James Buttery watches any of these videos, but I'm sure he's familiar with this band. I'm actually looking, my favorite album from them that I don't have on vinyl yet is called Weevil, and I need Weevil. So if anyone wants to sell me their Weevil album from Tall Dwarfs, hook me up. But this is my second favorite, called Stumpy. And this is an interesting album from them, because this is an album where they kind of, Chris Knox, the singer, one of the singers, commissioned people from all over the world to send him like field recordings of their own field, like lo-fi field recordings. And Knox and I think, I don't know how to pronounce the other guy's name, Bathgate or Bathwaite, created songs, 22 of them, based on those field recordings from all over the world. So they kind of changed their name to International Tall Dwarfs. Great double album. This album's worth it alone just for the second LP that's cut at 45. For this song Up. It's a 20-minute song, but you never get bored of it. I think this album just ended, so hang on. Nope, it's still going. I'm going to take you over to my record room, so let's take a walk. Show a few more things here. This is getting a little long, so here, let's position you. Let's put you right here. There you are. All right, a couple more things. Let me grab them out of here. Like I said, I picked up some cool post-punk, some more pop. Jason Collette. If you like Broken Social Scene, he's one of the members, Jason Collette, and this is my favorite from him, called Idols of Exile. Great album. Let's see. Sorry, I'm not really organized. I'm getting there, but show you a few more things and then we'll let you go. So you can go listen to some of this stuff. Because isn't that what we do? Oh, here's one I just picked up. This is a really awesome electro-punk album from, I don't know, I think it's from 1979. This is on the Industrial label, which was started by Throbbing Gristle. But this isn't really like Throbbing Gristle. This is even better, I think. This is Thomas Lear and Robert Rental, called The Bridge. You got to seek this out. This is just so, this is intense. Especially side one. Really great electro-punk. Post-punk. Electro-post-punk. Pop that one back in here. Sorry, guys. Alright. Alright, what else can I show you? A couple more things. Oh, boy. Been really getting into Peri Ubu. So I got a bunch of that stuff. I'm not going to bore you with that, though. I think you've seen that a few times here. What else can I show you? Oh, great album. I love the Spoon album. Telephono. I might have already shown this, but great album. This was when Britt was trying to sound like Nirvana, Kurt Cobain, but I think it's great. I love it. It's one of my favorites from them. What else can I show you here? Oh. Well, I'm a huge Talking Heads fan, and what's a Talking Heads fan doing without a Tom Tom Club album? This is my favorite. This is their self-titled. I love this album so much I had to get the Japanese press, so I paid a little extra to get it with the OBI and all that. So, but this whole album is great. I bought it. I always loved Genius of Love. I grew up hearing that when I was younger. But I didn't realize how much greatness was on this. I mean, there isn't a drop of filler on this album. And what's not to love about this cover? By the way, the Japanese first press is amazing. It blows away the others. And the US press is actually really good. But the Japanese press is better. Alright, a couple more things and then we'll let you go. How about we end with this? A masterpiece. And I don't see this one here that often on VC. This is Robert Wyatt, and this is his masterpiece called Rock Bottom. And this is a first press. I got this a while ago, listened to it a few times. What a brilliant album this is. Just brilliant. You got to check it out. He was part of the band Soft Machine. So, but this is his masterpiece right here called Rock Bottom. Alright, anyways, I will try to make another video soon. I've got so much more to show you. I've gotten a lot of stuff, and it's been several months, so. But I appreciate you watching today, and we'll see you soon. Take care, VC. Yeah!